friends, it's Miss Christine, and Miss Christine has a book called Street Signs. Now this story does not have any words in it, it's just pictures of different signs. So I'm going to be opening up the pages and we're going to take a look at the signs. Let's see if you know some of these. Have you ever seen this sign before? It says no parking, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. School days, except faculty vehicles. Looks like maybe this sign is at a school telling people that they cannot park in this area between 7 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. And this sign says no parking anytime. What do you think that means? It means that if you're driving your car and you want to park over here, you can't, because maybe this is a driveway or a gate or just not a very safe place to park. So they put up a sign that says you cannot park here. Have you ever seen these signs before? This one up here says one way, which means you can only drive in the direction of where the arrow is pointing. I see 3 other signs. Here are these 2, and these are street signs. They tell you the names of the street that you're on. And then this one here says dead end, which means once you reach the bottom of the street, you can't go no more. So it's telling you where that road ends. Oh, we just seen this sign on the page we just did. What does that sign mean? It means you can only drive in the direction of where it's pointing. And then this sign here says do not enter, which means if you're driving and you're trying to go that way, you can't. It's dangerous. You cannot enter. You have to follow the arrows. How about this sign? Have you seen this sign before? That means that there's pedestrians, people walking. And this one, it has 2 people walking, and it says ahead, which means that there could be people walking up ahead. So be on the lookout for them. And have you ever seen a sign like this before? What do you think it means? We see symbols, a bike and a person, and this says trail Xing, which means be on the lookout for people riding their bikes on trails. Whoa, this sign has a lot going on. We see words and we see different symbols. This sign says turning vehicles, yield to pedestrians or to people. So this arrow means you can only turn in that direction. And if you see a person when you're trying to turn, you need to yield. You need to stop for them so that they can cross the street safely. Let's see what's next. Here's a sign. Are there words on this page? No. What's on this page? Symbols, and they're arrows. One's going down and one's going up. And then here's this sign. An arrow going to the left and an arrow going to the right. Remember, some signs don't have any words. They just have symbols. How many signs do you see on this page? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 2 of them are street signs that have the names of the street that you're on. And this sign, when we see a red circle with a line going across, that means you're not supposed to do that. So it's saying no turns going to the right. No right turns. And how about this sign? What do you think this sign means? It means if you're driving on the side of the road, you cannot do a loop around. You cannot turn your car and go back down this way because maybe it's too dangerous. So that red circle with a line going across means that you cannot do that. What's this a picture of? A bike. And it says bike lane. Along with this sign, you might also see this on the ground. It's a person riding a bicycle, which means this is the lane that bikes could ride on. Can a car drive in this lane? No. Can a bike? Yes. This lane was specifically made for bicycles. And what's this a picture of? Looks like this is a truck going down a hill. And this one says trucks, no turn, which means in this picture here, if you see this sign, you'll see this sign too, which could mean it's dangerous for a truck to go down and they should not turn there. How many signs do you see? 2. 1, 2. This one says speed bump, and this is a number. What number do you see? 15. Great. And there's some letters here that says MPH, which means miles per hour. So if you're driving in your car, the speed limit is 15 miles per hour. You can't go any faster than 15 miles per hour. And it's warning you that there is a speed bump in the road. Same thing for this page. This says bump, but the number's a little different. What number do you see? 20. So the car can drive 20 miles per hour. Have you ever seen this sign before? It's red and white, and it says wrong way, which means if you're driving in the direction of the sign and you see it, you need to turn your car back around because you are not supposed to drive down that way. It's telling you you're going the wrong way. And I think you know what this one is. What's this a sign of? A stop sign. And what do we do at a stop sign? We stop. Oh, this page has a lot of signs on it. Can we count how many signs? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, there are 7 signs on this pole. Some of them we already know. What are these 3 signs up here? Street signs, and they tell us the names of the street that we're on. And how about this sign? That means that there's a bike path or a bike lane that the bikes can travel on. And this sign here says Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Parking with a line and a broom, which means that the city is probably cleaning the street between those times, and so you cannot park over there. And then have you ever seen these 2 signs before? These signs help people cross the street. They push the button, and if the hand lights up, that means they have to wait. But if this person lights up, that means it's safe for them to start walking across the street. And what's this a picture of? It's a picture of two children playing on a seesaw. Does this sign have any words on it, or does it have a symbol? A symbol. And what does this mean? It means that there's children playing. How about this sign? Is this a symbol, or does it have words? It has words, and it says raise plow, which means if you have a truck that has a plow in the front, you want to lift it up so it doesn't scratch or get ruined on the ground when driving. I bet you've seen these before. What are these called? Traffic lights. And there's 3 lights that we see on traffic light. Red means to stop. Yellow means to slow down and stop. And then green means go. And how about this sign? Are there words, or is there a symbol? This sign has a symbol, and it has a wavy arrow, which means that the road is curvy, and you have to follow the road. And how fast should you be going in that area? 20 miles per hour. Have you seen this sign before? This sign is showing if you're driving on this side and you want to get to this side of the road, it'll be safe for you to turn around if you need to. Just a few more pages here. And this sign, it says no standing. Do not stand in front of here because that's very dangerous. This is a picture of a train. And this symbol here means that somebody may be in a wheelchair. And so they'll have access to get onto the train, but to never stand in between here. Here's the sign, and it's the letter P. And the P stands for parking. So when you're driving your car and you need to park it, you can look for these meters and park your car near them. You've seen this sign earlier in the book, and it's called Dead End, which means it's telling people if you're going down this road, you're going to reach a point that you can't go anymore. And then this one has a word on it, and it says end, which means that's the end of the road. You won't be able to go any further. As you can see back here, would you be able to drive through these woods? No. So the sign is telling you you can't go any further with your car. And that's all of our signs, friends. I hope you enjoyed going over street signs with me. I'd like you to take a drive with your family or go for a walk and try to find some of these signs that are in this story. See you next time. Bye, friends.